So yeah, then I would just got home when they opened the ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, and they say glad to make it in the interview process. Blah 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 blah. At 8 p.m. Eastern. Is it that? Damn it! Where's that? That would be, and I find out it's be 7 o'clock for me. And then you interview will be okay, it's tomorrow. Yeah, lots of people told me, so, oh, you should take the position for chief because you're really good at it. You're better than the state. I said, yeah, I know lots of crap people do not know. But what happened to you from LEO?
When I took the operations management position and was sheriff for a little bit there, the question was asked of me, do I want to continue as operations management or take over on the sheriff's side? Because Snipe really didn't want me doing both, which is fine. He wanted to have other people have a chance at one or the other. I was like, well, I'll take up on the operations management side of stuff, and I'll hang up my LEO stuff, because as operations management, we were able to do whatever we wanted. If a department was low, we could hop on as that department or whatever. But I had my 2 vehicles in the sheriff's department, so that's just where I was most of the time when I did cop stuff. And then now that I am off the staff team, I have to start over from the basics again, and I wouldn't be able to use my vehicles, so I've just kind of said, screw it, I'm going to do civ stuff for about a month, and we'll see where I am about the 15th of next month.
Ew, that's
And maybe I'll fill out an application, maybe I won't. I don't know.
if you do an application through me, I will get you in by whatever. Just let me know and I can get you in.
Right. I don't know what I want to do. I'm not real good with medic shit. The fire stuff's cool, but they took all the scripts out, which, I mean, I know the department wasn't active. They took the scripts out. It's a smart thing to do, but it's just kind of like, we need them back.
For all hosts, you come up to a
Yeah, you go up to the engine, but it doesn't connect to hydrants or anything anymore, and I thought that kind of stuff was really cool.
I'm gonna be talking to them about that point.
Right. I'm sure it's just because they took it out because the department wasn't active. I'm sure if you can get the department active, they have no problem putting the stuff back. But
If I'm a cheap buddy, yeah, that's our department would be active because I would get a lot of people in.
right.
Uh, because of how many experience I have from the high school years from now, from my family members for a fire and EMS and in real life. Yeah, I can name anything you know, and I can name it. And I can, oh, I know that. Boom, done. Like, I'm really quick. Lots of people said OJL1 for EMT. No, it's not a call L1. It's they call it a LVAC. LVAC is a helicopter for a medic.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, no, it's a L1. I say, L1 is off of a LEO. We are not
Right.
LEO. We are LVAC. LVAC and two different things. Yeah, LO can do the same thing if we are not on or anything happens.
One thing I'd recommend before your interview is go through and see what IRL Milwaukee Fire Department refers to stuff as, and just kind of go from there. Because I know a lot of the stuff they're sticking to is supposedly what MFD calls their stuff. You'll just want to double check your stuff. Yeah, because Snipe wants this to be as realistic as possible. So a lot of that stuff is what Milwaukee calls the IRL. That's what they want to stick to because of that.
Because when I was all that stuff and got I was training people at the football field, and yeah, I know lots of stuff. And I'm 20. This is gonna blow your mind, but when I was training people, I was like 15 to 16 years old when I was training people from the medic side.
Right.
Like I was helping classes how to do CPR correctly, and because I saw this teacher was doing it wrong, I said, "No, you're doing it wrong. That's not." Because the teacher was right up to the dummy's neck. I said, "No, you need to go down to the website, find their heart, and do CPR a couple of times, and check their airway. If they do have an airway or ports, just lean them on the side, let them rest on the side for a little bit, get all the air back into the lungs and all that. If you don't, they will collapse again, and you have to back a CPR."
Right.
So, and same thing as seizures. If you don't do it correctly, they can first they can get injured, or second they can keep having seizures, and that will turn into a death situation for the heart, the lungs, or the brain matters from like for the seizures. We did had a one person at our work today have a seizure, and
Ooh, that's not good.
yeah, none of them in our work is certified like I am, and I jumped in, and I have to jump in no matter what because I'm a EMT. Not like EMT, I took a EMT classes, but like in
Right.
hospital
Right.
and all that. But I have my CPR, first aid, and EMT classes, and I was thinking I was
Yeah.
gonna
Where's the
join
bone
the
you were
fire
chewing on
department.
earlier?
If I do that, I don't really have that much time because it's a full position all the time, and then I don't have full position all the time. I have part time because of my mother's health.
Right.
So, yeah, it's you know, you said what state again?
What state for what now?
You said to look up the state name.
Oh, yeah. So it's Milwaukee Fire Department of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh,
So figure out kind of what they call their stuff, because they might call their medical bird air med. They might call it medevac. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Normally they use. I don't know if the fire department themselves have an airbird. I know they use Flight for Life, which is a blue and white helicopter, and that's more of a private company. But Milwaukee's big enough they could have their own bird too.
I use it because I use it that one I think yesterday because the officer got shot to his neck, and
Right.
straight to his arteries in his throat, and gut and blood was gushing through his mouth and everything. And I was holding pressure on his neck to grab a gauze and everything. I was packing it, and say screw it, and I grab a hose and like turn on a pressure to remove all that blood through through the throat and everything, keep him breathing. I say fuck it, that's not helping, so I put that tube down the throat a little bit and use a hand pump, one of those like in the hospital they use a hand pump thing most of the time. I was using that to keep him breathing until one of the other officers and medic was there to say he doesn't have that much life. The pulse is low. I need to go grab the air vac, and
Right.
I grabbed it and I took him all the way down